All right, man, let's talk about the Michigan Wolverines football program here. For that, look, under Harbaugh, this team is 100% back-to-back Big Ten championships, back-to-back berths in the college football playoff. They're looking to take the next step, and 2023 is looking like a strong season for the Michigan Wolverines. But like any program that is trying to maintain its national prominence, you can't just focus on the short term. You also have to keep an eye out in the long term. And that brings us in today's news about a big commitment the Wolverines have been able to bring into the program that will be huge for them looking out into the out years.
Yeah, Nick, Michigan has been really good as of late, one of the best teams in all of college football, as you alluded to. But like you said, looking forward to the future, they keep adding talent. There's a lot of depth on this roster. Guys people haven't even seen yet, but we've seen them. The Michigan fans have seen them through spring training. There's guys that really look like they're on the precipice of making a breakout season. That's why I want to ask the fans in the comments below, who is the guy that you think is next up on this Michigan team? Who is the breakout candidate for this 2023 season? Let us know your choices in the comments below. We're anxious to hear what you have to say. But Nick, let's get on into it. Who is the latest of the big moves Michigan has picked up?
Yeah, Miles, let's get right into it. If you throw up the report, this is from Hayes Fawcett over at On3 Sports. Who, look, we talk about Fawcett all the time. This guy breaks a lot of awesome news. Highly recommend you follow him on Twitter. Does a great job with reporting. But directly to this, from this report, four-star edge Dominic Nichols of I. Jamesville, hopefully that's how you pronounce it, in Maryland, Oakdale High, announced his commitment to Michigan Sunday afternoon. The 6'5", 245-pounder chose the Wolverines over Clemson, Georgia, and Kentucky. Nichols on why he chose Michigan, their edge production under Coach Harbaugh. I feel confident I can be developed within the program. The Maryland Edge joins Coach Jim Harbaugh and Wolverines' top 5 class in the 2024 team rankings. He is accompanied by a 4-star quarterback, Jaden Davis, 4-star running back, Jordan Marshall, and others. All right, Miles, there's a lot to like about this kid. I mean, look, he's 6'5", 245 pounds. He's a big dude. He looks like a big-time college football player already, even though he hasn't graduated high school yet. And look, people mention the state of Maryland as being a hotbed for high school recruits. That's because it's kind of a smaller state, doesn't have the volume of a Pennsylvania or an Ohio, or frankly, you look at like a Florida, Texas, or California, nowhere close to those schools. But I lived in Maryland for a few years. There is not a shortage of high school talent there, of big-time recruits. So this is kind of a big win for Michigan to go into Maryland and get one of their top guys. Huge win for the program by Harbaugh and company. But I want to focus on specifically what Nichols said, talking about the fact he wants to go to Michigan because of what they've done at the edge position. And look, we know about Ojabo, we know about Hutchinson, we know about a lot of guys that have come through the Michigan program and have gone on to do great things in the NFL. Don't undersell the importance of that. That's one of the things we kind of forget about. We talk about bringing in quality recruits, guys who want to compete for national titles and win a lot of games and play for a blue blood school and all that kind of stuff. But in today's day and age, everyone looks at these schools, and that's the way it is, as almost a minor league opportunity, as a chance to get to the NFL. And schools, smart schools, have to use that to their advantage. I think that's what Harbaugh has done here. Obviously, success begets success, right? They're able to bring in guys and develop them in NFL talent, and that helps them bring in other guys with NFL talent skills that they can develop. So it's kind of a good feedback loop deal there. But I love the fact that Michigan, and we're hearing this directly from recruits now, is being seen as an NFL factory, because that's a sign that this pipeline of recruiting talent isn't going down anytime soon. Michigan's going to be a strong program for a very long time. But all right, Miles, I'll throw it over to you now. What do you think of Michigan right now, and specifically with Dominic Nichols?
Yeah, Nick, I think you bring up a lot of great points, specifically the point about teams really developing great NFL level talent and young players looking at those guys, idolizing those guys, and recognizing the programs they come from made them who they were. And if you go back through the rankings, it really makes a whole lot of sense, Nick. You look at Michigan, even this past draft, Maisie Smith, defensive tackle from Michigan, a first-round guy. You go back, Aiden Hutchinson, David Ojabo, like you said, very great players. And you go even further, you got Rashawn Gary, really another great player. Kwity Paye as well, another great end from Michigan. So I like that the defensive players are seeing that Michigan is an elite level defense. They have a lot of high level players. We remember DJ Turner this year from the Bengals, DB. So a really great defensive talented school here as of late. And that's why you see the other side of things. You see that other team, the Ohio State team, they're great at producing wide receivers, quarterbacks. So a lot of guys tend to go to that school as well. So it really shows what you're the best at is what you seem to get back. There's a reason why people call LSU DBU. But I think as of late, Michigan could be considered D-line U because they've produced a lot of top-level defensive end and defensive tackle guys through a number of years. So I really like that aspect. I would push that aspect if I was Michigan. I'd be like, hey, look, guys, look at all of this. We build the trenches extremely well. We are very, very good at building the big guys up front. So I think Michigan highlighting that. That's why this guy, Dominic Nichols, comes in. He's 6'5", 252 pounds. Going to be a great addition to this Michigan team. I think he's going to come in and be a star here. And I really want to see in the next few years, because I think there's more guys that are about to break out, as we asked in the comments earlier, on this defensive line. Michigan is going to have an extremely dominant defensive line because of the guys that they've produced in the last couple years or so.